Hey Queens. Today we're going on a little excursion by ourselves, which I feel like that's become like a really it's been a movement. It's been a movement of like go and actually like do something by yourself. And it just so happens that I'm by myself today, and I thought to myself, do I want to sit inside all day and do nothing? And by do nothing, I mean like eventually like do a bunch of my crafts that I have. I can do that all week long. I can literally all the free time I have during the week where I pretty much have to be in the home. Well, I don't have to be, but like it's kind of inconvenient to like go out and try and do something. But it's the weekend. Today, I'm going to a place called Filoli. Filoli, I think is what it's called. And this has been on my personal bucket list for a long time since we moved here. But it's just pretty expensive. So every time we're like, should we do that? We're like, there's other stuff to do that's less money or for free. But I was looking on their website today and they have a membership program. And I noticed that if you get the membership, you would pay off the membership in like 3 visits, maybe not even that, which I think is really cool. However, I didn't buy the membership yet because I've never been. I don't know if it's even worth it. So I thought I should go check it out and do some like research in the field. I think it's going to be worth it. I saw a map. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, but they could be exaggerating. I don't know. But there's some really cool stuff that I'm looking forward to. The estate itself, there's like a house on the campus. It's like a old sort of thing. It's Bridgerton vibes. And I think they do have like events there and stuff. So I'm excited to see that. Another thing is I always see advertisement for like these big wooden trolls, and I think they have them in other places in America. Like I've seen other people post them and I think they're at Filoli and then they're not there, and I'm like, so it must be some sort of like art installation, but I think they have a few or one or something there, and that's going to be really cool. Really excited to see that. They're like these big huge wooden trolls. And yeah, I think the grounds are just supposed to be like really beautiful in general. I don't really know what I'm getting myself into crowds wise. I really hope it's not busy. I did say they have limited parking and it is a Saturday. So we'll have to see about that. I mean, I'll just wait however long I need to because I bought the ticket and like they don't do refunds, so I don't really understand how that works. It's supposed to be one of the like best things to do in the Bay Area. It tops all the lists whenever you search like things to do. So clearly there's something about it that's magical. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the road pretty soon here. Come join me on a day where I go explore. I'll see you guys there. All right, I just pulled up. A little surprised. It doesn't seem as busy as I might have thought it would be on a Saturday. I also think that maybe there are some flowers blooming right now. So I would think that like this is kind of a popular time of year, but I just rolled right in. There was some confusing signage. One sign that was like permanent that said parking lot this way, full, but it was like a permanent signage. So everybody was kind of like pausing and like, should we go to the additional parking? But then you come up here and there's like a ton of spots. So yeah, I'm glad we just kept driving and I'm pretty close to the front. So I'm about to hop inside. I'm about 10 minutes until my time. I'm sure it's fine. I'm just gonna head on up there. So far, the grounds are a lot more expansive than I thought they would be, but it's so pretty. And yeah, the line was a little bit long to get in here. A little bit longer than I would have expected for how little people were in the parking lot. But didn't take too long. There were just some big groups ahead of me, and now I'm in. So you can see they have like a bunch of land on either side of the estate. There's also this flower field just right off of the edge here, and they have all these beautiful flowers planted. Gorge. It's a lot like, you know, as most things, like the website doesn't really do it justice. I think because they want you to obviously experience it, a lot of it in person, but like that's so awesome. Also, they gave me a paper map, which I love. Let's pop this bad boy open, see where we should go. It's a lot bigger again than I expected, so there seems to be more to do than I had thought. Lots of people taking professional photos here. I saw a quinceañera, I haven't seen wedding photos, but I've just seen sort of like personal photo shoots. So good to know you can take pictures here. I think you just need a wristband, like a special one, and you can bring your equipment in, but it did say on the website you can't bring like big like flash units and things like that. You just want to stay out of the way of the people just enjoying themselves. This flower garden area is like my favorite part so far. It seems like if you came like at different parts of the spring, there'd be different flowers in bloom. Like this area is not all in bloom right now, but some of it is, and it's really pretty. Yeah, the flower garden is like none I've ever seen. The architecture of the flower garden, there's so many great like vantage points, like you can see down long alleyways, and there's just so many places to go, like so many twists and turns, and they have so many different flowers planted everywhere. This alone makes it worth it, I'd say. I think this area is intriguing me next. This pool seems very, very appetizing on a day like today. There are no signs that say like don't swim in it. There are like ramps and entries and stuff, but there's no signs that say anything. Obviously I don't think you're supposed to swim in it, probably, but you would think that they would have more signage. They trust the general public a lot because there are stepping steps to get in. But I noticed like there's no like 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet, like there's no warnings or anything. So I wonder if like if you rent the place out, you can go in the pool. But yeah, it's a really, really beautiful area for swimming. I would love to go swimming in there. I said I wasn't, well, okay, I never said this. I thought in my head maybe I won't get a drink while I'm there because I don't know, why am I limiting myself? But I just saw somebody walk by with a beer. There are 2 food trucks here, and well, it's hot and you only live once, so I'm thinking about it. I've decided I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna try not to impulse buy. I just kind of got here only 30 or so minutes ago. I can be here till 5, so I have like 3 or 4 hours to decide. I might go back though. I might circle back. All right, now I'm gonna explore the building area and see if I can find the entrance. That gift shop was so cute. There's so many just curated little gardeny things. All their merch is really like props to the design team. I wanted little memorabilia, but I did get a magnet for our fridge because I've been trying to collect some magnets from places that I go. Okay, so I kind of did it backwards. The gift shop and the gardens are in the back of the property, but this is the front entrance. This is why I said it looks like Bridgerton, because, well, oh my gosh. Some Diva's cloak closet. Although that would probably be real fur, so I don't know. That yellow room was my favorite by far. If I had that room in my house, I would never leave.
Most of our irrigation is drip irrigation.
Okay, I've walked back outside. I walked past the gift shop again, and the flower garden is right over there. But I'm trying to find the vegetable garden, which I just saw on the map. I did not find an entrance to it before, so I think it's in this direction. And we're walking that way. I saw on the map that there is a vegetable garden bar that's open on weekends, so we're gonna go see what that's about, because if they have fresh little cocktails, well, I don't think I can say no to that. Let's see if it's right here. I'm gonna see some vegetables. So I've just turned the corner. It is not the vegetable garden. It is the rose garden, but nothing is in bloom right now. So there's really nobody over here, which is kind of nice. There has been people everywhere I go. Oh, but that might be the garden bar. I'm gonna have to take a turn. Let's see. I've made it to the vegetable garden, and I just stopped at the bar. But it wasn't really a bar so much as just another drink selling location. They only had things like some cut waters and a few beers that are canned. I was hoping that somebody was gonna be like mixing it up, but alas, we move. I did get a water with a fancy little bottle. I didn't really plan to carry a lot of stuff today, so I have many things in my hands right now, and I'm trying to film this video. So I'm running out of room in my hands, but this is the vegetable garden. It's really awesome. They have every vegetable you can imagine. I see carrots, lettuce, fava beans, kale. There was like radish over there, beets, things of that sort. So, I mean, yeah, this is a dream garden, really. I really want a garden, but that'll be far, 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 far in the future. Unless I make it big from this video, so we'll see. I want to eat that lettuce. They have artichokes. Oh, there's my skirt blowing around. They have artichokes growing. Look at those. What are those? They look like lemons, but they're the size of, like, I don't even know. They're like bigger than grapefruits even. I don't know if I'm allowed to be in here, but the gate was unlocked. These flowers are really pretty. They're a bunch of wildflowers that are all similarly colored. I imagine it is way more peaceful here on the weekdays, which is why I'm like, should I grab that membership? Because number one, kids are in school. Number two, just not as busy in general. It's a lot louder here for such an expansive territory. I would like there to be a sparser population of people, but that's my fault for coming here on a weekend. I'm pretty sure the money that you pay for the ticket goes towards a membership if you do it the day of, so I don't know though. It's a lot of money, but it's not that much money, and it would be worth it because it would literally pay for, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 trips, and then you're solid. And I could come here more than twice in a year. Easy cake. So, back in the rose garden. I'm thinking maybe actually I should turn around and go up this path up here. It's just these people are blocking it because, as I said, there's a ton of people here, and everybody's taking like photo shoots, so you don't want to like get in the way of the photos, and some people are blocking like entire walkways. And it's like, come on people, it's a privilege to be able to take photos here, but you also have to be mindful of people around you. Like as I'm filming this, which is not a big production, it's just my phone, I am still trying to like let people pass or walk around them before I start filming. See, this is a moment where I wish somebody was with me so that they could take a picture, because this is perfect. There's nobody around right now. Nobody would be rushing us. And it's really pretty. I've never actually seen these tulips. They have like jagged edges. I'll show you a little closer. Like, what is this variation? But it's really pretty. And yeah. Okay. I just took some very weak selfies because I really wanted to commemorate that. But yeah, look at this empty part, this empty corner. It's so nice. This is what I'm talking about. Wow, look down there. And it looks like there's so many people down there at the end. I don't know if you can see. I hope it's not getting busier. These back edges of the property are so pretty because not only can you see all the buildings from these higher up vantage points, but there's also just so much land, so much grass, so many flowers. It's really peaceful. I'm enjoying this, and there's shade right now, which today isn't the hottest day of the week, but it is about 80 degrees. So this is I need this right now. The only downside I imagine coming at a time where there's more flower bloom is bees. Girl, I don't mess with bees. I don't mess with bees, and that's why, like, whenever I go to a rose garden, I'm like, oh, it's so pretty, and then I pull up and then I hear 1,000, like, just hearing one bee buzz, like, really sends me into fight or flight. Don't ask me why, but, oh, it's so pretty over here. Like, let me just tell you, I would have loved this place as a kid because I loved the idea of, like, walking through secret little doorways. It's kind of fun. This is like a little amphitheater section or something. Okay, I had to stop and take a seat in this little amphitheater area because I had everything in my hands and I needed to situate myself. Also, this water, never seen it before. It's sparkling though, didn't expect that. I turned this corner and immediately walked into sprinkler water, but you know what? I actually enjoyed it, so. At this point, I've put the map away and I'm just sort of exploring because it seems like there's just a lot of paths and things that I haven't been down yet, and I should probably look at the map again, but it's in my bag and I don't want it right now. So we're just walking around. Ooh, they have these restrooms. They're kind of like, if you've never been in them, they're like porta potties, but like if they were nice and not like absolutely disgusting. Whoops. But anyway, I am digging this area. There's just a bunch of people picnicking. These are the two food trucks I was talking about earlier. Okay, I realized what I'm missing is there's a nature path that leads out to the big wooden troll things, which I wanted to see. So I see all these people walking out here on this big field, on this edge of this field. So I'm just gonna kind of follow them and see if that's where they're going. I know I keep talking about the cocktails, but they're like $14 for a canned cut water. I keep seeing people with them, and it is tempting. My water's good. It's $3.50. It's actually cheaper, I feel like, than other waters in a glass bottle. So this is the path out to where we're going. I'm actually a little nervous because it seems like it's pretty long and they're actual like nature paths. Like I don't want to say hikes because I think it's only a mile, but that still takes like an hour at a casual pace. So I'm not sure how far I'm gonna make it, but we'll see. It seems like there's a store or something. Hopefully that's close by. Seriously feels like being in the English countryside. I would say a lot of the bay actually feels like that in some places, but here in particular. Oh my gosh, there's so many little fuzzy things in the air. I don't know if you can see them whizzing by me. But yeah, I can see cars in the distance, and I think this is the additional parking lot. So I was almost about to turn around and go park my car over here because, not gonna lie to you girls, the legs are starting to chafe. That's the joy of wearing a skirt on a hot day, and there's a lot of walking involved, but hopefully I'm almost there and there's something at the end of this path. So I'm just following some arrows right now. There's not really any information about like how far away things are, but if it's not around this corner, I might turn around because I don't want to go too far into this forest. I'm not prepared for like a hike or even a walk, really. So something has been spotted up in the distance, so I've decided to carry on. We're almost there. I think I see the troll. Not sure, but we're gonna find out in just a second. Okay. So it seems like normally you can go up there, but right now you cannot. I'm actually so glad that I came to see this. It's awesome. It's also way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I don't know how big I thought it would be, but it is really crazy in person. So cool. Now, there are these little kind of things. There's another drink bar right there. Again, not really a bar, lies. And there's a trailhead store. I'm debating going over there because there was really cool stuff in the other store, so maybe I'll go check it out. Although I'm starting to burn out, and the place closes in about an hour and 45 minutes, so if there's anything else I want to see back at the house, I need to go figure out what that is very soon. What I'm finding is that the stores here are very well curated, and they seem to sell like very specific items to the area. So like this was the trailhead store, so they had a lot more like nature related hiking things, but things that were like really cool. It wasn't identical to the other store at the garden. A lot of different stuff, but the same vibe. They were selling FILOLI stuff. They were also selling like merch for this guy. So if you're here, I definitely recommend going into the stores because lots of cute stuff. I almost bought that Nalgene bottle because I've been wanting a bottle that I can take to work that's like a good size that can fit in my bag, and those were so damn cute, but little of my price range right now, and I don't actually know that they would fit in my bag, so I'd want to make sure first, kind of hoping they sell them online, because if I'm gonna get something, I think it's gonna be the damn banana slug water bottle. Probably for children, but do I care? No, absolutely not. So anyway, I'm saying goodbye to this area and I'm gonna start my walk back to the other side. Let me just say that I understand why influencers and people who make videos use tripods and like little holdy guys, because my pinky finger hurts so bad from holding my phone like this all day. I wish I could show you the way I'm holding it, but it's been cramping. And I actually do have a selfie stick, but that just wasn't gonna be me. Not today. There's turkeys right back there. I already took some videos of them, but it's really cool that they're just grazing right next to the fence. It's not really just like a filoli. I still don't know how to say it. It's not really an exclusive thing to hear. Living up here, you just see lots of turkeys and deer, and we've seen a bobcat and other stuff, squirrels. But anyway, really cool that they probably have even more wildlife on the property. There's all these trailheads. I took a video of the sign earlier, and they're actual like hikes, like actual trails. So, you know, if you want to just spend a whole day coming here to just hike the trails, that's another option for you. Although $45 to hike a trail seems a little crazy. So you probably want to squeeze in both things. My thighs are really not doing great. I don't know if I should take a break or if I should just keep going, but they're burning. So we'll see how much more I can do. But I'm gonna check the map when I get back over there, see what I've missed. It's a lot of people's first time on Earth today. There are these very wide pathways, and I'm clearly walking like on the very side of the road, and people are taking up the entire path with their bodies and their strollers, and they're not moving out of the way. Like, oh, okay. Right. So yeah, just like be mindful if you're walking in a group or if you have big things. Lots of really nice photo op areas that seem like specifically made for photo ops. think I saw most of it. The only thing that I haven't seen is the visitor center and the Quail Cafe, which I'm gonna head over there right now just to peek. But I am getting a little paranoid that I'm bleeding through my skirt for various reasons. So we're gonna wrap it up here soon.
With an man.
All right, I think that pretty much wraps it up. I am headed out. All right, I showed you a few things that were inside the Quail Cafe. I'm not gonna eat there. Little known fact about me, I have food allergies, but wanted to show you guys what they had available. And it seems like the space in there is really cute. There's like plants hanging from the ceiling. It's kind of like a greenhouse. I could definitely just like hang in there and like drink a coffee or something. Maybe on a day when it's less busy. Once again, lots of people in there kind of serving a Disneyland kind of vibe. But yeah, I'm on my way out now. I am still pondering a membership. I think I have to go up to one of the ticket stands to upgrade my ticket. The ticket stand right here has a long line behind it. I'm not gonna wait in line just to upgrade a membership. The one at the additional parking lot seemed really dead. So I may head over there right now and try and see if I can figure out that. All right, back in the car. Literally I said there was like more wildlife around and stuff, I'm sure, and then as I was driving out, I saw 7 deer in a pack and they were like kind of running along my car, like it's pretty magical. But anyway, and then I stopped at the additional parking lot to upgrade my ticket to a membership. Yes, that is how strongly I feel that I will be back here. It's just so nice, like it, and I want to experience it when it's not as busy. So having a membership will allow me to justify coming during the week, even if I just have like an hour or two to kill and I'm in this area. I just pop in. That's the beauty of it. And let me tell you something, it'll pay itself off in one trip, which is almost like crazy. They're very cool here. I highly, highly, highly recommend coming, just checking it out, even for the day. It's a relaxing place to go. And yeah, like even with the people, like I wasn't bothered. It's a lot of people's first time on Earth today. Like you know, I just felt very at one with the world. And I don't know, but like all jokes aside, like there was a historical aspect to it with the house. I think my favorite part of the house was actually like the service kitchen because that really felt like Bridgerton. I know I keep bringing up Bridgerton, but like it really did. Because that's where all of like the cooks of the house and like service staff and all that probably were like cooking it up in there. It was so pretty. The tiles were so pretty. There was like a safe in the kitchen, probably to like keep all the, I think it was to keep all the silver in there. The gardens were so good. I want to come back when the roses are in bloom. Yeah, maybe next time I come, maybe we'll just chill. Maybe we'll just plan to come. And there were so many people just sitting like at picnic tables and like in the benches and against trees, just in the field for most of the day, just eating and chilling and talking in like a circle. Really good place to come and just hang out. So if you're interested in that, there are people walking by me right now. Maybe we'll come do that next time. Come do a little picnic. That's my vibe. Thank you guys for coming with me. I felt a little less alone today. I actually felt really comfortable just being here. I see, I mentioned at the beginning of this video that like I feel like I see a lot of creators, like a lot of women trying to go outside of their comfort zone and like go out places by themselves. And I really struggle with that. Like, and I don't want to mislead anybody to be like, you should just go out by yourself. Cause I see people say that too. And it's like, you still need to be careful. Keep it safe. But also, don't be afraid to go do stuff. Because we only live once in this life, and you could sit and cower at home. But the truth is, as long as you're careful and prepared, you can do it, babe. And I don't speak from a place of like expertise because I definitely fear being on my own and going out by myself. And I have a lot of fears, actually. I have a lot of anxiety and a lot of fears, but I'm trying to face them. So that's why I wanted to come do this today. But most importantly, I wanted to enjoy myself. I wanted to do something new and something that I've never done before. And I did it. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of this parking lot because there's a lot of foot traffic. I'm right at the beginning of the parking lot, um, and everybody can see me with my little pink microphone. But yeah, thanks for coming along, and hopefully I'll see you again.